Do you ever sit in the bath and realize how weird baby teeth were? Like, you remember when you were younger, you'd wiggle those fuckers until they'd like fall out, and then sometimes you're sitting like wiggling them and they'd hurt, and then when they came out they were like sharp a little bit, and you're like, that was in my head, and you'd like bleed, and there'd be like a little like nipple in your mouth where it came from. But like, now that you're an adult, you go to like touch your teeth and you're like, God, what I would give to just have another loose tooth like that, to relive that feeling of yanking it out and freaking out your classmates in 3rd grade. Anyways, this is a video about the combat system in Wizard 101. So if you didn't know this already, Wizard 101 uses a card-based system, and I do feel like it does add a lot of versatility to the game. Everybody can play differently if they want to. I myself, I use a Gravekeeper's deck. I do understand that it is a little bit older, like it's from way up in the early days, but it does help a lot against even newer decks because it has Hidden Temples of the Necrovalley, and that in itself can stop all the special summoning that happens if you have it on the field. And once you have that up, you can pretty much destroy the other person. Like, it's not even a question. Something I also appreciate with the system is the simplicity. I am a very dumb individual and I do not struggle understanding it, and I appreciate it greatly. That being said, as a dumb individual who once almost burnt down the house making popcorn because I put it in for 30 minutes, I still don't know whether you put the prism down first or last, and I've been playing this game for several years, so I don't know if that's on me or the game, and I'm scared to just use a prism now. I want to also talk about the tutorial, which I thought was very strange. It was quite normal, basic combats, but I was very confused at the one point in the tutorial when they just stopped the entire game and Malistaire just slid me over a gun and told me to just finish off Ambrose. And looking back at that, I really should have done that because I really don't like Ambrose anymore. He's kind of a lazy bitch that makes me do all his work, and I could probably greatly improve from just less of him in my life. By law, the next thing I do have to talk about is the critical system, since it does go hand in hand with the combat system. So I will tell you the only 2 things you need to know about the critical system. Sometimes you critical, and sometimes you don't. And that's all I will say about the critical system. Something that is unfortunate with the combat system is pet spells, because sometimes they can go out of their way and do a spell for you. What the fuck is with that? Pets aren't like that in real life. Like, my dog isn't gonna like see me like fighting someone in the street and like whip out a gun. Like, that's not gonna happen. I mean, I'd be impressed, because where was she keeping it? But like, it's just a very unrealistic part of the combat system, and in Wizard 101 in general. And it really takes me out of the moment. Overall, I'm gonna give the combat system in Wizard 101 a 7 out of 5. It was genuinely solid, and it really warms my heart to see something so simplistic. This has been a Amber Hawkspear review of the combat system in Wizard 101. Remember to steal your dad's gun and shoot that like button. subscribe to hear my monotone voice again, and comment anything you want. Bye.